I just have a few announcements to make with respect to operational items. So I'm going to start out with transit. So transit continues to operate. We know this is an essential service to our community for people to get to where they need to go. And I want to stress to people that they should be using transit for essential services only. And again, this is around the health and safety of our drivers and of the people that are riding the bus. Anybody that is using transit should be loading at the back of the bus and will not be required to go to the front of the bus and pay a fare. Both of these measures will limit the interaction with the drivers and the public. Anybody with special mobility or accessibility needs will be exempt from loading at the back and can still access the bus from the front. This will help us ensure proper social distancing and prevent the transmission of COVID-19 in our community. Again, we remind residents that the very best thing we can do at this time is to avoid being in public spaces, including transit if at all possible. When I say transit, this also relates to Access-A-Ride as well. I'm going to speak to the utility deferral program, the 90-day utility deferral program. As announced by the province of Alberta last week, Lethbridge residents will have the option to defer city utility payments for up to 90 days when faced with financial hardships related to COVID-19. This program does not cancel payments, but it will provide temporary financial relief for those who need it. When payment is deferred, customers will not have to pay within the agreed 30-day payment period, which is in place now. But Alberta utility companies, including the City of Lethbridge, are now required to defer this deadline to 90 days. Anyone requiring a deferral of payment of city utilities is asked to contact Lethbridge 311 to make these arrangements. So this is not an automatic. We will be asking people to make arrangements with our utilities through 311. The Government of Alberta and the Alberta Utilities Commissions have committed to working with us and other utility companies to develop a payment system that will help customers pay back their deferred utilities within a reasonable time period. More information on that program will be forthcoming. We are also committed to ensure all residents have access to utilities at this time. We will not be disconnecting any utility customers due to overdue accounts. With respect to the city yard waste sites, our yard waste sites typically open on April 1st. We will be delaying the opening of those yard waste sites until May 1st. This date will be reevaluated as the situation evolves and may be pushed out further if required. Notice went out today as well around our parks. The announcement related to the use of our public benches, play structures, washrooms, picnic shelters, picnic tables, fire pits, and other park amenities is prohibited at this time. Adults and children can still enjoy outdoors in their own backyards, on the city pathways and other green spaces while following social distancing guidelines.
For the parks, the people can still use the parks, but just not the apparatus and the tools in the parks. It seems to be what you're saying.
Yeah, that's correct. And it's all around, we can't wash playground equipment every single time somebody goes to it. I'm not saying that that's the only reason why. But again, we're talking about a spread of a disease, and so we are trying to do everything that we can to make sure that we are not contributing to that.
Our Emergency Coordination Center has been up and running every day for the last, since the 12th. And again, we're just using this to coordinate the many aspects of managing the issues. As part of our work, our emergency social services, we're leaning out and working closely with Alberta Health Services, and many local service agencies to coordinate the resources that we have available for the community. Last week, we asked all of our local services to let us know if they're still able to provide services, what help they need to operate, and also what gaps we would still have. It's been a tremendous effort. And it's sort of humbling in our community to see so many agencies that have stepped forward to help. There's over 120 services to support our citizens that are happening right now in our community. This is everything from food, transportation, childcare, housing, shelter, social isolation, just to help folks through that, and also just some healthy activities that are all been posted online. Again, a tremendous effort by a lot of folks in our community, businesses and individuals to support as we go through this. All the services and supports, we're asking those folks to list themselves on Help Seeker website, and I have the website available for you. It's lethbridge.ca/COVID support. So I'm going to switch my hats over to our fire chief hat here for a moment. Just to let you know, we've enacted a fire ban in the River Valley. The rationale for this is we want to try and discourage folks from gathering. Typically our fire pits, when they've been available for folks, we've had gatherings of folks, and again, we're trying to dissuade people from getting together in those sort of close proximities with each other. Families, we understand that, but again, when you start getting large groups of people together, we start risking community transmission. And again, the name of the game here is about stopping community transmission. We need to slow the virus spread, and a great way to do that is, again, to keep people socially distant, and also don't give them any opportunity to sort of gather into areas where they could have those problems where transmissions could occur.
If you're going outdoors, please stay a healthy distance away from others, at least 2 meters. These preventative measures are absolutely essential for everyone if we're to slow the spread of COVID-19 in Lethbridge and Southern Alberta. We will get through this together as a community. In closing, I want to emphasize how important it is for everyone to practice physical distancing and all the other health precautions that prevent this rapid spread of COVID-19 in our community. The next few weeks are going to be crucial. How we're going to be impacted depends on how each and every one of us responds. Please listen to the health authorities. Please listen to the good advice. Let's make sure people don't die needlessly in Lethbridge and in this region. Thank you.